Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Mike. Hope you're doing great and having a wonderful day. So today I want to do a little bit of a different fun video. I was watching Sam's video yesterday. He made a video about like Christmas themed books, and I'm not doing that, but for some weird reason it made me think of this, which I'll link Sam's channel in the description. You should go check his video out that he did yesterday. It's pretty fun. So this one though is big books, like big books you have in your collection, or on your shelf, or big books on your TBR. Now before you ask, no, I have not read all of these books, but if you're watching this channel, then I'm sure you understand having quite a few unread books on your shelves. And the way I justify it to myself and my wife is I'm building a retirement library. So you can use that if you need to. If you got a spouse or someone that you need to try to weasel in some more books, and they're like, oh, you got a lot. So anyways, so on these books here, I'm not going to count like the appendix or the glossary, the foreword, the afterword, or like the afternotes. This is just the pages in the book that's the actual story. So I'm going to give the numbers, how many pages each book has. So I've got 4 different genres here, and I'll try to go quick because I've got quite a few books. So the first one is poetry, and this is my Walt Whitman's complete poetry and selected prose, and I absolutely love this book. But this is 1,116 pages. Next one I got, this is the first edition of the Viking Book of Poetry. They actually made a second edition and added more, and then split this up into 2 books. Originally it was 1 book, but this is 1,268 pages. Next one, I just got this recently. It's The Great Romantics, selected poems of Lord Byron, Percy Shelley, and John Keats. And that one is 1,008 pages. Then the last one in the poetry, and I'm trying to be careful because this dust jacket, it's getting bad, it's old, but it's The Best Loved Poems of the American People, and that's 648 pages, so that's a little smaller than the rest. The next section or genre I have is fiction. This is kind of like just fiction of every type. To me, I don't really like break up fiction like some people do, which I know there's different genres in fiction, but this is just fiction. Let's see here. First one I've got is the Collected Stories of William Faulkner. That's going to be 900 pages. Next one, this is actually a Reader's Digest edition. Great Short Stories of the World, 788. The F. Scott Fitzgerald collection, 927. Neil Gaiman's American Gods, 742. Sorry, I haven't made notes here, so I'm not going to be able to remember how many pages in this. So this one is kind of cheating, I think. I don't know. So it's the Gorman Gass novels, and it's a trilogy, but this one's all 3 in 1. And I don't know for sure, and I'm sure it has been, but I don't know if they printed these individually, or if this is how it's just made, just all 3 in 1. But 1,172 pages on that. Next one's Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, 846. The Chronicles of Narnia, 767. This one also kind of cheating. It's 3-in-1, but it's Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials. It's all three: the Golden Compass, the Subtle Knife, and the Amber Spyglass, all in one. $929. And the last one, this book is super heavy. I mean, it's dense, but it's the Complete Fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. 1,094 pages. It's a hardback, but it's heavy, super heavy. All right, the next genre I have is my nonfiction / history. The first one's The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, and 1,479, which it's not technically that many pages, but this is like the the mass market paperbacks, so it's just smaller and a lot thicker. But I'm just giving you physically how many pages I have in the books I have. This next one is a 3-volume set, and I do have each one individually. It's The Last Lion, Winston Spencer Churchill. This is volume 1, 883 pages. Volume 2, 684 pages. And then the last volume is 1,053 pages. Now in this one, like the end notes, there's like 200 and some pages just of end notes, or maybe more. So, and then I've got 2 more on the history nonfiction. The Third Reich, A New History. This one is 812 pages. And then the last one is Caesar by Colleen McCullough. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. That's 617 pages. And then my favorite, well, one of my favorite genres, the last one is my classics that I have. Let's see here. Don Quixote, 1,034 pages. Sorry, I got my books out of order on my list here, so I'm going to have to do my best. And I forgot how to pronounce this. Les Miserables. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but everybody knows this book. This one is 1,463 pages. Anna Karenina, Leo Tolstoy. I just got this recently. 744 pages. Charles Dickens' Bleak House, 740. These next two I just got in the mail yesterday. I was so excited to get these. One, I'm going to do a buddy read with Chris over at Chris's Reading Corner, and I'll put his channel in the description. Middlemarch by George Eliot. This one's 838. Next one, I have been wanting this book for a long time. Gravity's Rainbow by Thomas Pynchon. I have not read anything by Thomas Pynchon. I know a lot of people have. I've heard a lot of people, the booktubers that I follow, I've heard a lot of them talk about Pynchon. So if you have any suggestions on a good Pynchon, from what I understand, this is pretty intense, maybe a little hard to read or something. So if you have any other suggestions on Pynchon novels that you've read that are just wonderful, leave them in the comment for me. But I'm super excited on this one. This one's 776 pages. The Arabian Nights, 653 pages. I've got one more stack here. Let's see. Charles Dickens, The Pickwick Papers. That's 804 pages. Great Short Works of Dostoevsky, 738. Daniel Deronda by George Eliot, 811. David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, 821. This is another one I'm super excited to read, War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. This one's 964. Ulysses by James Joyce. I've had this book for a long time. I still have not read it, but I will. 783 on that one. And then before I do the last one, I know I made a comment, if you've been watching any of my videos, that I was pretty intimidated for a long time about big books like all of these. I don't know, just because I didn't think I'd be able to stick with it, because, you know, a lot of them are really dense and the story's really intricate and the book's super long. But after reading The Count of Monte Cristo, and I think that was like pushing 800 pages, or maybe, I can't remember, I'm okay. Like, sadly, I've had most of these books for a long time. So even though I was intimidated by big books, I still wanted to read them. So I've had them on my shelf forever. Now it's just starting to read them. So, and the last one I have is Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray. I've actually got 2 copies of this. I just bought this recently. It's the paperback edition. This one's $797, by the way. I have a hard copy of this. Doesn't have a dust jacket though, but the pictures in it are just amazing. Anyway, guys, I just thought this was kind of a fun little video. I seen a few videos on this, so I'll tag a few people, and thank you guys for watching if you stuck this long. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.